Wow. Can you say that again?
Absolutely. Dreams cannot die. We can only put them to sleep.
That's deep. That's good.
One of the greatest problems in this world is this: the things that make us fully experience ourselves as humans, such as love, connection, compassion, and the understanding of our spiritual nature, are not taught in our schools. My name is Joseph Descents. I will be bringing to you 30-minute podcasts with spiritual teachers, leaders, and light workers. We will be looking into the four pillars of your life: the self, health and wellness, relationship, and finances from a spiritual perspective. Ready, set, let's go.
All right. Welcome to the 30-minute podcast. My name is Joseph Descents, and today's host today is my good friend, Sarah Stockham. Sarah, tell them a little bit about yourself.
Oh, Joseph, I'm so excited to be here with you. Thank you so much for inviting me onto the show. And I am an elementary school teacher. I get to teach choir to about 350 kids a year, but the love of my life in terms of what I do vibrationally is Reiki. And so
Mm.
I'm excited to be here and talk about the soul journey and the life dream journal and how this spiritual walk has been for me. And thank you for inviting me on.
Oh man, you're welcome. Thank you for coming on. So let's get right into this. So Sarah, what is the soul journey? Like, it's something new, something never seen before. I'm going through the course right now. So like, what is the soul journey? And like, how did you get here? What was your path to get to the soul journey?
Well, just a little bit about myself, very, very briefly. I grew up overseas, and so I was had opportunity to learn about different spiritual paths. And
Mm,
then when I came to the States, chose to go to a private Christian college
hmm.
and learned more about spiritual paths. And I was a Bible minor. I played in a worship band. I was in small groups. I read spiritual teachings on a very consistent basis.
Hmm.
But I felt challenged by how uprooted I felt at moments. And I would go back to Psalm 23, and it would talk about being able to be in this space by calm water. And
Right,
I
right.
just so longed for that, right? Just
Mm,
and I
yeah.
was doing what felt like all of the right things, yet there was this part of me that felt like I was still trying to figure out how to do that. And so I knew that there was absolutely a better path because I had been reading about different monks and different nuns and just right? I had
Yeah,
done
nah,
my reading.
I understand.
Yes, and so in that space, I met Alain and Danielle through a mutual friend, and when I met them, I knew instantly that at some point I would be working with them, and then they began this course, this spiritual masterclass called the Soul Journey, and it's just briefly, it's 7 weeks, 7 milestones,
Hmm.
but you dive deep in every single one of them, looking at a different aspect of our spiritual walk and where we are in that. And so I highly recommend it. And that's why we're here talking about it tonight.
Oh man, that's so awesome to know that like you're looking into a spiritual aspect. Like that's something big that is needed right now. And
Yeah.
so one of the things I saw in the soul journey is when I started, like, you get this packet and it's like, yo, here, homework, right? So one of the first things I saw was the dream journal. Can you elaborate on that? Like, what is the dream journal?
Absolutely. It is the prelude to the soul journey.
Mm,
We begin to understand that a dream is any desire we have to a better self, a better life, better health, and a better financial situation, or even a better relationship. We automatically accept the reality that we all are dreamers. Everyone knows how to dream, but they may not know the meaning of a dream. which can make them believe that they don't have one. But a dream is a desire for something better. We dream every single day. It's a deep desire to see a wish fulfilled. And if
Wow.
you do the Life Dream Journal, it helps you understand how much of a dreamer you have been all of your life. And the reason that Alain and Danielle, the couple that started and created the Soul Journey Masterclass, the reason that they start with the Life Dream Journal is because you can't take a journey without having a destination in mind. You have to have a why
Mm-hmm.
big enough to move your soul forward
Wow.
and upward in life.
That's right. That's right. Because your why is always important. Wow.
Yes,
The desire to fulfill the dream. So what you're telling me is that dreams do come true.
they can. But I will also say, I think that some people's dreams don't come true
Mm,
because they start with the form or the physical nature of the dream. And when you start that way, you invite self-doubt in. The Life Dream Journal teaches that every dream has two parts.
okay.
The non-physical part, which is energy or a feeling, and then the physical part, which is the materialization of that energy or the feeling. It's like a soul and body. You always start with the soul, then you
Mm,
clothe the soul of a dream with its form or the body. So the Life
wow.
Dream Journal, which is a prelude to the soul journey, helps you unveil the energy of your dream, the soul of your dream, by asking you intentional questions to get you to answer them, to get you thinking. And by answering those questions, you begin to awaken the soul of your dream inside of you.
Whoa.
The soul of your dream will automatically begin to raise your vibration about the dream, usually called faith. And this faith is the power that makes the form of the dream manifest. Joe, can I give you an example?
Absolutely. I just keep going. Like this is good. This is good. Keep going. Yeah, I'm loving it.
Fabulous. So, for example, if you want a nice house,
Mm,
what you really want is how you will feel inside the house with your kids and your spouse, able to
mm,
invite your guests over. That's the soul of the house that you want. That's what will magnetize the form or the physical house. But if you start with the form and the house costs, let's just say $4 million, and you make $25 an hour on your job, of course,
right.
self-doubt will come in, right?
Yep. Time to
Started with
go.
the form. Exactly. So it's the soul of the dream that magnetically and telepathically moves the laws of the universe from its vibration present in your aura to make the $4 million home appear like nothing. Whatever you whatever you want becomes affordable when your self-image or the vibration of your dream becomes larger than what it is that you want.
So you got to dream big. You got to dream
Absolutely.
big. So you have that. That's really awesome. But I have a question. What about the people who lost their dream? Who doesn't have a dream right now? Like there's possibly somebody on this planet right now that doesn't, like, their dream died a long time ago. Can dead dreams be resurrected?
Oh, I absolutely love this question because for me, there was this part of priming the pump, right?
Mm,
I had forgotten how to dream. And so the Life Dream Journal really allowed me to spend some time. And I'll share if we have time later on how I
mm,
went through that process. But let me answer your question,
sure.
because your question about can all dead dreams be resurrected, or can dreams that have died find new life? Let me
Yeah.
come and answer that, Joseph. It's such a powerful question. Dreams cannot die.
Mm.
We can only put them to sleep.
Wow. Can you say that again?
Absolutely. Dreams cannot die. We can only put them to sleep.
That's deep. That's good.
Yeah, dreams are energies inside of us. And so we have this beautiful story of Mother Mary. She carried her dream Jesus in her womb for months. Then, when she gave birth to her dream, we all benefited. Your dream is here to save someone. It's a child you conceive inside. In truth, your dream is your inner child, which Alain and Danielle call the green soul when it becomes infected by the ego. But the Soul Journey Spiritual Masterclass leads you into having conversations with God, which they call the awakening of the sacred power of your superconscious mind,
Mm.
or Christ in you. And as we have seen in the Bible, how Jesus breathed on his disciples and said to them, receive the
Hmm.
Holy Spirit. It's with that same breath or vibration, Joseph, that he healed the sick, cast out demons, resurrected the dead, which
Mm.
he always says are sleeping. So, through the Soul Journey Masterclass, you too can learn to flow the energy
Hmm.
or the breath of your higher self into your inner child, which is your dream. And from there, miracles begin to happen. You have reached the resurrection, the Easter of your forever life.
Man. Wow. So dead dreams are only asleep.
They are, Joseph, only as
Oh my gosh. So that means you could wake them up.
yes.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. I love that. Okay. So while you're going through the soul journey and you're going through these 7 milestones, what were one of the surprises maybe that you went through during the soul journey? What popped out to you? What caught you off guard and was like, "Whoa, I didn't even know this was here."
That is such a great question. And can I just be honest here with you?
Yeah, absolutely. That's all this is about.
So I have a master's in education. I have mentored new teachers. I have been
Mhm.
a master teacher. So when it comes to, bringing on more information, I thought that I kind of knew the ropes.
Mhm.
And I thought that I followed directions pretty well. But I realized in this process
Mhm.
that although I can jump through hoops and get to an ending that looks fine, there really is something about coming into a place of rereading the directions, of listening. And I actually had to sit with not only a dictionary, but a thesaurus, because
Wow.
some places of words that I would go, oh yeah, there's a feeling that I know, but what is the word for that feeling?
Mm.
And this is not something that just happens to people who know or have learned more than one language. This is so true, I think, across the board as we begin to really dive deep into spiritual work of learning the vocabulary of that and to not be afraid to go looking for the words to be able to describe exactly what we're feeling in that moment or where we
Mm.
are.
Wow. Wow. Okay. I love that. I love that. So you're done with the soul journey now,
I am.
right? You did the 7 milestones. How has the journey changed you?
Oh, it has been profound. I grew up in a household where we would do family devotions every single morning. It was such a precious time, and I loved that. And as I grew older and did all the different things, right, I kept a quiet time in the morning, but there had come through all that had happened in 2008, there had come a point where it had become to feel pretty dry. And what I really
Mm.
appreciate about this soul journey was that there began to be these beautiful oases in the middle of the desert. And that coming into these conversations with God, my quiet time is so filled with excitement
Mm,
and with joy.
mm.
And those are things that happened as a result of me looking for words and doing the work inside of the soul journey. And so totally, totally worth it. I am so excited to be sharing with other people about this process.
So would you say that it is imperative that you invest in yourself and enroll in this soul journey? Would you recommend that to everyone?
I absolutely would. In fact, as I am speaking with people and sharing with them, and people are saying, Sarah, you look different. You are
Mm,
carrying your energy different.
that's true. I see the difference. You know what I'm saying?
In showing up different, they'll say, what is different? And so it just leads easily into this conversation about I have made some choices to invest in myself. And I think there's also this understanding, as where we've been over the last several years, of coming into this space of how important spiritual growth is. And that no
Mm,
longer is it just for some people who, just for some people, it really is. If there is a tug inside of your heart,
that's right.
places for us to truly invest in ourselves in order for the best version of ourselves to show up. And when that happens, then these incredible things begin to happen in our lives. Our finances all of a sudden change. Our relationships with
Hmm.
others will completely transform all on their own. And
Right.
then the internal conversations are different. And also health, and ability to be able to sleep and to know that coming into spaces of respite and rest are part of our being, and how important that is. And so it impacts every single area of our life. So it doesn't matter where people are in their own life. If there is an area where they are looking for something to be different and they have tried all the things, come, the Lord
Mm.
is good. This is a great place to be.
So this is a course where you can resurrect your dreams and
Yes,
really live an entirely different life.
it has resurrected dreams that I had. And there were places and times and things that I knew that Spirit was saying to me, Sarah, you are called for this. And I would say, I am willing, but I don't see how the next steps work together. And as I have done this soul journey and come into a place of being able to have conversations with other people who have also gone through this soul journey,
Mhm.
it has completely transformed, renewed, uh, added incredible energy, enthusiasm. And I can see not just the next step, but steps after that as well, which makes my heart just joyous.
Speaking of steps, what is your next step?
Great question. In this process, I have a weekly free opportunity for people to come and learn more about what I am offering and I am doing.
Mhm.
And I have created a course called Choosing Life Again. Apply these 3-step practical and simple wisdom to guide through grief. And we're going to be meeting on Thursdays at 5 p.m. Pacific. It is powerful. It is practical. It is so for what we are going through and have been going through recently.
Mhm.
And it is fresh and new. And I'm excited about it.
Wonderful. So choosing life again. That's this Thursday, right? At
Yes,
5 p.m.
yes.
Okay, so link will be in the description below for
Perfect.
anybody who wants to join this webinar. I'm sure that's going to be powerful. I'm so excited, Sarah. This is totally amazing. Going through this course, I hope that this podcast could give a little bit of a more light to people who are
Yes,
going to take this journey. It is a journey, right? It's a soul journey,
yes,
and
yes.
just man, I'm going to come out of the side like Sarah. I think I'm all right. I think I'll be all right. But
You are in
thank you
the
so.
right place.
But Sarah, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me today for 30 more minutes. For 30 minutes, anything you want to add?
It's just been such a blessing to be here. And thank you so much, Joseph, for all that you are doing to help spread the word that dreams can be resurrected. Thank you.
Yes, let's go. So description to the link for your Choose Life Again webinars in the description below. Also, description for the soul journey will be in the low for this podcast. And thank you, Sarah. And you have a wonderful day. This was 30-minute podcast. Let's go.